like your makeup, so you want to keep making videos, but you have no more topics. JK. I'm actually gonna make a bit of a lighthearted video. I wasn't going to make this because it's really bad, but I decided to just reminisce on some of the lighthearted memories that I have and share them with you so you can laugh at how ridiculous this is. So basically I'm going to be talking about some of my most embarrassing moments, and my entire life is an embarrassing moment, so it's really hard to narrow down just a few, but I'm going to tell you some that I feel like I can put on the internet and live with it being out in the atmosphere. Like, people can know about these and I'll be like, yeah, that happened. But there are some that I'm probably gonna take to the grave. There's cat hair everywhere. So the first story that I want to talk about, I guess I want to go like in order in age, I guess. So the first story I want to talk about is, oh, it's so bad. So I don't fart anymore because of this story. Like, literally, I am, what is that word? Anal retentive. Literally, legit me. So basically I was in class and my friend was like trying to give me something, but she wouldn't. She was just doing this and I was laughing so hard. She was saying some wild shit. I was in the 5th grade and everyone in the class was talking. We were all like joking around and we were playing and I was trying to get it from her and I was dying. I don't know what was so funny. And I remember I laughed so hard that I farted and the whole class just stopped. And I stopped and I was like, oh. And then they started blaming like everyone else in the class but me, but my friend locked eyes with me and was like, bitch, and we never ever talked about it again. So that was really short, but I swear that these are gonna build. So my second one is a period story, which is awful. Ooh, are these all gross? You know, I'm gonna put in a 4th story just so it imbalances everything. So basically, I was in the 7th grade and my period wasn't really regular. It would just do its thing and ruin my life whenever it chose to. So I was in class and I went to a Catholic school. We had a uniform and my uniform in 7th grade was a light gray skirt. So I was doing my work and I remember feeling, you know, if you're a girl, you know when you're on your period. So I was like, fuck. And then I felt more and I was like, fuck, I can't get up. And so I told my teacher, and I was lucky enough to have my mom working at the school I was at the time. So my mom came to the door and told, like, there was like a weird telephone with the teacher and my mom. And my mom was basically like, you just gotta go home. You just gotta leave. Because we lived like 3 blocks or 4 blocks away, a few avenues. We lived within walking distance. And she's like, I'll give you the keys, just go home. And I remember getting up and there was blood all over the seat. I did not make eye contact with a soul in that class. I dipped out of that school and I ran home crying the entire way until I got home, took myself a shower, and had myself a nap. That was awful. I don't remember what happened after that. I don't remember if anyone talked to me about it. Maybe I just repressed the aftermath, but I just remember getting home and being so relieved. So the third story is really bad. I remember after school, me and the people in the building that I would live with, not the people but the kids, we would go to the park at the projects that were across the street from the brownstone. And so I was swinging with this baby, like this toddler on my lap, and at the time I was just really against the belts. For some reason I just really didn't like them. They would always hurt me and like leave marks. I was like, fuck belts. So I wasn't wearing a belt, and my friend twisted me like so we could spin, and she twisted it a lot, like a lot. And you know, like when you twist it to that point where the seat is like no longer like a regular swing, like you're tipping over. Well, basically that's what happened. And my jeans and my underwear both got stuck in like the sides of the swing. Like literally my entire undergarments were stuck in the swing, and made like a little net for the toddler, and me and all my nakedness am trapped like this, hanging upside down, stuck spinning in St. Nick projects. And there are like mad kids pointing, there are people like looking out the window, and I'm like, yo, get me out of this. And my friend is just pointing and laughing at me. And I had to wait for the thing to stop spinning so I could get myself together, and I just ran home. I was like, that did not just happen to me. So the fourth story is not a gory story or anything like that, but it's kind of fucked up. So basically I was in Boston at the time, and I was in Dunkin' Donuts with my friend, and this woman came in and she was talking about how she had cancer, and she had some papers saying something about remission. All I heard was remission. So she was talking to my friend, and I was ordering for my friend and I, so I was sort of multitasking between talking to this woman and ordering food for us and waiting for when our order was being called. So as soon as I heard remission, I was like, oh, like that's great, like that's great news, congratulations. And my friend just looked at me like, and the woman just like, and they both just said nothing. I was like, that's weird. So she left, and we got our orders and we walked out, and she was like, why did you just congratulate that woman on having cancer? I was like, what are you talking about? She said she was in remission. She was like, no, she was saying she wanted to be in remission. So I was like, I literally just congratulated a woman for having cancer. Why didn't you say something? So I still don't know why she didn't say anything, and I'm still embarrassed by all these stories to this day. Like, ooh, really cringe-worthy. And I have a ton of embarrassing stories, like more. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, give it a thumbs up, and I will definitely fill you in on a few more. I still have to take some to the grave. Like, seriously, some of them to the grave. So if you like this video, subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Tell me about your embarrassing experiences, so I'm not the only one who's being hella embarrassed. Put me on the spot. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching so much, and